Hi guys, this is Naveed from the design team. This week I would like to talk about lifts and particularly about destination control systems. At the moment I am in our head office building, Auckland House, 135 Albert Street. I am in high-rise lifts machine room. So you can see all those motors. This is the old motor that we have already replaced with the new one. Just for your understanding, the weight of the old motor was almost 3000 kg, and now we are trying to get rid of this, and we would be cutting it into pieces to get out of the machine room. And this is the new motor that we have assembled together. The weight of this motor is like 2 ton. So just to give you some understanding, the new motor is less noisy compared to the old motors, and the other thing is that the old one was on DC, the new one is on AC, so which is straightforward a 30% power saving. And besides that, I also want to show you the controls. So you see these are the old controls, so which are basically consisted of all the contactors. So it's sort of obsolete now, so you don't see them in the lift industry anymore. However, the new controls are like these, so you can see them. This is very sophisticated, all electronic now. And with this destination control system, this control panel where you can see the movement of the lift, and you can also see which lift is going where, which lift is currently on stop, which one is faulty. So you see all the details over here. This is much sophisticated compared to the system that we had. So guys, now you have seen the equipment being replaced in the lift plant room. It's time to go to a lift engineer who has spent more than 50 years in the lift industry and now working as an independent lift consultant. So let's go to Mike Jennings, fire some quick questions regarding modern lift technologies around the world. So Mike, can you explain for our audience that how these destination control lifts operate differently compared to the conventional lifts, and also what makes them superior in case of high-rise buildings?
So the conventional lift system works on, you push your call in and you wait for the lift to arrive, and it could be another 10 people on that floor waiting for that lift to arrive, and each of them will put on their own car call, and you could stop 10 times on that lift. We've gone to destination because destination puts the lift into sectors. So in other words, it divides the building up by the number of lifts, and so that when you get into the lift, you're only going to stop at so many floors. So what that does, it makes the lift travel less people in the lift, and then when it travels less, it means it can stop less, should I say. Then it means that it also can come down quicker and go back up again. So it's recycling a lot smarter, and it gives about a 40% improvement in dispatching time.
So just quickly adding to my previous question, does destination control system consume less power compared to the conventional lifts?
So there's two ways of looking at it. With the destination, the algorithm as such is that it automatically decides how many lifts it needs to use to meet the demand. So if the building goes through a quiet period, it will say we've got 6 lifts, it could shut 2 lifts off there and let the 4 lifts run the building, and as it gets busy it can bring the lift on. So in terms of efficiency savings just on the lifts running, it is probably about 30% saving in power.
So besides control, Mike, I know there are many benefits of upgrading lifts from performance perspective, from the asset lifetime perspective. But if I ask you, what would you believe that one of the major takeaway of upgrading these lifts in your opinion?
Okay, so one of the reasons we're upgrading is the doors, is because we can get a better floor-to-floor time. In other words, the time it takes to get from one floor to the next is probably going to be 1.5 seconds to 2 seconds faster. By the time you get that over 3 or 4 floors or even 5, then you're probably saving 10 seconds per trip, which improves the round trip time and makes a big improvement on the overall dispatching.
So Mike, can you also explain about the car door system? I believe it is in terms of safety one of the sophisticated and the latest mechanism that we are going to use.
We have gone to a superior car door system. that's very quiet, very fast, very safe, and to go with that, we've put in the latest lift door defect detection, which is a three-dimensional beam that just comes across the, if you like, the hoistway sill, so that it can pick up people coming through the hoistway doors rather than just the car doors. So it's there to improve the safety of passengers in travelling.
So lastly, Mike, I just want to ask a general question about the lift technologies. I know that lift manufacturing companies like Kony, Schindler, Otis, all over the world, they are offering latest technologies, and they are modernizing lifts. And I just wanted to know that in terms of technology, are we using the similar technology in New Zealand that is being used in the other parts of the world?
Yes, New Zealand has the latest technology that's used around the world in some of the most prestige buildings like the Burj Khalifa, Shanghai building towers, and majority of the buildings going up now have this system in place.
Thanks, Mike, for your time. And guys, I hope you have liked this video. If you have any questions, please leave a comment at the bottom of this page. And in the end, thank you once again for watching this video.